Alright guys, before we get too far into today's video, I want to talk about this video's sponsor, Raycon. With active noise cancellation capable of drowning out the most maddening sounds, Raycon's everyday earbuds are your quieting sidekick for the gym, the shop, and anywhere else you need to have some silence. Offering premium audio that goes where you go. With 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once. Speaking of battery life, Raycon's quick charge function with just 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. And Raycons start at just half the price of other brands with similar audio premium features. What I love about these Raycon earbuds, whether I'm in the shop or on the dyno, they drown out all exiting noise. So all I can do is listen to my music. If I got to take a phone call on the dyno or talk to anybody, I can do that. I don't have to hear any background noise or anything like that. We work on loud cars all the time. Even at the track, I'll put my Raycons in when I go up to the starting line. I don't have to have ear muffs on or anything like that. So I absolutely love these things. And here's the thing. If you're not liking your Raycons after 30 days, they have a happiness guarantee policy. No questions asked, refund. What's not to like about 32 hours of battery life, sweat resistant, moisture resistant, and they don't fall out of your ears. When you're working on cars, you're crawling around, you're trying to do stuff, most headphones, they just fall right out of your ears. Not these. You can just bump them around, shake your head, they don't fall out. They're perfect. But, you know, of all the features, my favorite is the noise canceling that these headphones do. Check this out. Alright guys, so get yourself a pair of these awesome Raycon headphones. Head on over to buyraycon.com/TuneEmAll. Get yourself 20% off your order. Alright guys, before we get started with today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about this 2024 Escalade V. And right now, till April 18th, every $5 you spend gets you 1 entry to win this Escalade V and $50,000 cash. That includes all of my merch on CleeseMcFarland.com, all of our stickers, t-shirts, everything on the website. All Dr.TuneEmAll merch on CleeseMcFarland.com, actually everything site-wide. Every $5 you spend gets you 1 entry. We just got our fresh, brand new Mississippi Queen shirts in stock. They're selling out quick, so head on over to CleeseMcFarland.com, pick you up a fresh shirt. We got a bunch of shirts in stock. Every $5 you spend gets you 1 entry to win this beautiful Escalade V. What's up, everybody? We are back at Bradenton Motorsports Park. You know the deal. We got old Lieutenant Dan out here again, wearing this thing out, fresh off a little gangsters. He hadn't even touched the car, he just wheeled it out the trailer, so he's gonna have to get the radial switched back onto this thing because we have a race coming up that I don't remember. What's the name of the race?
Battle of the Bay.
We have Battle of the Bay coming up, and I am actually not gonna be here. So I'm gonna be on a cruise ship. So today, I'm going to get him like 3 tune-ups. We already have one that always goes down. He can start there. And then we're going to try to progressively make it a little bit faster. So we have, right now I have 2 tune-ups that we know go down and don't wheelie. The first one is pretty slow to the 60 foot. We're going to start with the second one, which we ran in Orlando against Troy Perez Jr. the last race. That's where we're going to start today. And then we're going to start picking at it from there and try to get it a little bit faster. And then I'll just leave him with those tune-ups so he can pick and choose on what he wants to do. I'm sure he will get into the laptop because I will not be there, and he'll flip it on his roof, but at least it won't be my fault. So that's what we're going to do today. We also got Cream Puff coming out here. He'll be out here in a little bit. And then I have another stock bottom end 5.3 deal coming out that he just did a new intercooler on, so they just want to look over the car because he wants to try to get on the top 10 list. So that's the plan for tonight.
Did you lose something, bud?
Can you believe I dropped my lid? Hola, ¿cómo está? Me llamo Ned. Tu nombre es Bradenton Motorsports Park. Hold on tight, bud. I put a short ramp in her.
All right,
I'm
cool.
just kidding. It's the same one that was in the last time.
We got it.
one. This is the same tune-up you raced Troy in Orlando.
Yeah.
I want to see if it works out here in somewhat heat.
Yeah.
And then we'll turn it up from there. I already have another tune-up written, so when we come back,
I like it. I like it. Guys, you heard the doctor. This is the tune-up we ran in the 484 shootout with against Troy and Denver's car, that Rick Ross Camaro. So we want to see what it does, see if it goes down here with the sun up, and it might be our new fast A to B off the trailer tune-up, and then we're going to work on the tune-up from there. Ideally, the goal tonight is to try to get this thing to short track a little bit more harder, a little bit more aggressive like we used to be able to do with the 5.3 in it, and build a laptop full of tune-ups for me to race at Battle in the Bay coming up on March 21st and 22nd out here at Brayton Motorsports Park. We got a locked-in grudge race, and we also have a street-style shootout on Saturday. So trying to get the thing back ready for that, see what we can do. Solid pass. It did exactly what we needed it to do. Went right down on through there. It was so quick. So obviously at a private rental, the slips are up there on the starting line, so they'll have to grab that, bring it down here, let me know what it ran. But it felt good. It felt like a good pass. So obviously a very good A to B off the trailer tune-up. You know, nothing too exciting, nothing eventful, it just went. Anytime you can roll a car out the trailer and go A to B quick like that, puts you in a good spot, sets the pace for the day for you to go faster every round. And that's what I like, the ability to be able to go fast out the box and step it up every round after that. You guys know we got a fierce, you know, feared street style car, and that's one of Troy's classes, and that's what we're racing next weekend is a street style shootout. And we got to stay on top. Last two times we raced it, we had a fuel rail break at 4 cars. The last one screwed us out of the win, and then I screwed myself out of the win at the race before that, going red against Cooper. So we got to come out, we got to redeem ourselves. Trying to get our grudge race done Friday, get our momentum set for the weekend with turning on win lights, see if we can't capitalize next weekend. And Lieutenant Dan's going to hold it down for us.
There you go, bud. Didn't go as fast. Was the air really good that night? I don't remember.
Yeah, the air was.
Mile an hour's there. It was just slow early again. I thought it looked good because we've been looking at this thing go slow for a week and a half. But
yeah, I mean, still not bad though. It's right where it was there. You know?
Yeah, but that tune-up was faster than the other one.
118 earlier that day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what wasn't
similar
the air.
The air got better at night. You gotta remember though, we made our first pass at 3 o'clock, then our second pass at 9:30.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. I just don't remember what the air was, but I thought that was gonna be faster than it was. It looked really fast to me. Maybe
it was
it's
really
got to
smooth.
be.
It was unexciting. You know,
Yeah.
like it just went.
Yeah.
So probably looked faster than it was.
I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, still though, Cheeching some mile an hour. We just gotta get a short track.
Yeah, well, we got to look at it too because we had fixed the gates from last time too, so it might have made less boost. If
Yeah.
that's the case, then I'm okay with it. But
Okay,
let's see. I got another tune-up ready to go.
Perfect.
It should be faster, but
Perfect.
we need to pick up a whole 10th to the 60 foot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot to the 60, but even if we can get
Half of that, yeah.
we get 6 little numbers, you know.
Oh,
Hard and dry.
a little rough, sorry.
Hard and dry on
Alright guys, so if you remember from our Little Gangsters video, we had found a wastegate problem where the lines were pinched. So this thing had been doing some really weird boost control stuff, and I have been chasing it and changing PIDs and doing all kinds of stuff to try to make it right. Well, we fixed that gate, and look at the difference in boost control. So the dotted line is previous to this solid line, which is now. It's actually following my boost curve pretty closely, versus before you can see it shot up, it flashed the converter real hard, then the boost fell out of it, and then it came back in real hard. So that's a more linear line. I can tune off of that a lot better than before. And that was about 4 less pounds out the back. So for it to do that, I'm happy with that. We're in a good spot right now. The next tune-up should be a little bit faster, and then we'll work off of it from there. All right, guys, so next tune-up, a little bit shorter jump, a little less timing retard on the starting line, a little shorter of a boost ramp, and a little bit more overall boost. So we'll see how that goes. If that goes good, I'm not going to touch boost anymore. I'm just going to work on the starting line retard and the dump valve. What's up, bud?
What's going on?
Nice you making out here.
Yeah, we're here finally. Prepared.
Prepared this time?
Always prepared.
I'm ready when you are, bud. Yeah. You want to just try the tune-up that's in it and start from there? Or you want to... It should be a little spicier than the last one.
So, I was thinking we need to slow it down.
For what?
Well, I mean, I want to go fast, but if we go out there and do what we did again, we're done. I'm telling you, that's what they said.
You want to go fast today, or you were trying to go 950 today?
I was trying to go 10 O's.
10 O's?
Yeah, that's fast.
Nah, dude.
Huh?
We're trying to go faster today. We can slow it down later. I'm trying to do something cool.
Maybe we... How much time? We got enough time.
Yeah, we got some
time.
Make
a few quick, slow rips and just get a few tune-ups that are...
So you just run that one out on the foot brake and see what it does.
It's going to be too fast.
I just want to see... Well, give me an idea so that I can
Way
turn it down.
Fast.
Just run it out, and then I'll have an idea.
Okay. All right. We do that.
Then I can just knock it out.
We do that.
All right.
I like it.
Let's do that then.
Start there.
Start where we're at, and then we'll pull from there.
Perfect.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right.
I'm glad you came up with that plan.
That's a good idea, right? A good idea I had?
I thought it was.
So solid data on that pass there. Wasn't as quick as we were hoping, but duplicated what we did during the day in Orlando. And what we did with the wastegates last time out, it's showing like it's fixing it. So it made less boost, but the crazy boost that we've been having is gone. It's just making boost now. So with that being fixed, now we're gonna get after it and hopefully go faster this pass and see if we can't just keep chipping away at it. That was definitely a faster pass. Definitely has more power in the tune-up there. 10 to down was straight rolling on that one. So we'll have to just wait for the boys and see what it ran.
I don't know the words to the song, sorry. I'm pretty sure that's the fastest slip I've ever looked at from this car. I said slip. I don't remember ever having a faster slip for this thing.
Yeah, we did. That same 60 foot.
Yeah.
Chooching through the middle.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah. She was happy through the middle. So that was... we shortened the ramp up a little bit. It was only 5 more on the dome because I wanted to get back to the boost we were at in Orlando. So we're only like 34, 35 pounds.
Oh, I felt that 5 on the dome.
Yeah, 34, 35 pounds. It was a little bit shorter ramp, a little less timing on the starting line. I'm sorry, a little more technically, a little less on the retard, and then I shut the dump sooner. So I'm thinking one or the other, either shut the dump all the way or leave the dump and take the timing away early to pick the 60-foot up and leave the boost ramp alone.
How much timing's coming?
5 degrees. So we could either half that and shorten the dump some more, or one or the other. I'm almost tempted to shut the dump totally and see what it does.
Yeah, I want it. If we're gonna turn one off or shut the dump, we need to leave the other one alone. So like,
I only want to do one or the other.
Yeah. If you want to half,
we could half both.
If you want to half the timing, see what it does to a 60-foot, and then trickle, because it left and it got there.
All right,
and then
so let's do this then. We'll half the timing, and then we'll pull the dump in a little bit sooner too, and see what it does. Mm-hmm. But it didn't really pick much up to the 60 foot. We need to get faster in the first 10 feet.
Yeah,
and then we'll be okay.
Really like being back on radials.
Yeah, I bet that felt like a rocket ship compared to
dude, it did.
The last couple outings. Yeah,
I mean, 016 on the tree,
Yeah.
A lot better than going.
Yeah, it looks good. And I got the 2-step so dialed, dude. We're literally leaving within like 10 RPM on the chip.
Yeah.
It's just like a flat line. It looks weird in the data log, but it sounds cool. There's
it was. I mean,
it looks really good. It's like going straight and everything.
Good, it went straight. I mean, it was gold. I mean,
that was what I expected it to go on the last pass. But the air was. So
I
was thinking about it.
Is back to where the air was.
Yes, the air in Orlando was way better. I remember specifically because this thing was running better because it has a fuel issue.
Which we're going to get really good air tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna get. I can feel the air is gonna get better. So I want to leave the boost alone out the back. I don't want to put any more to it. I don't know what that thing can handle, and I don't think we need to find out necessarily.
Well, with that mile an hour, I mean,
we're good for.
If
we just need to get the short.
We can get the short track to fall. 8 numbers that we need it to fall.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
It's gonna pick up 2/10.
If I'm telling you people right now, if we had a chassis like my Chevelle to put that motor in, we could take the stock block record with that motor.
I mean, I have it.
Well, you do. Technically, you do. I don't know what this weighs in comparison to that car, but
I mean, I can probably make the Camaro weigh what this weighs.
Yeah, that motor is making some steam. We don't have the short track, but the mile an hour coming out of that motor is
going from iron
high.
Going from iron.
Well, yeah, we'd save 100 pounds probably. Well, you're gonna have to add all the turbo stuff,
all the water stuff, hang the turbo. I mean, the hot side turbo kit is gonna weigh as much as those headers do.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So the turbo's gonna weigh what the fuel system and radiator does.
If we can hit that
We're
car.
Gonna lose 100 pounds off the nose.
If we could go 104, 105 in that car with this.
Yeah, I mean, we've been 103.
Yeah, we'll be right on the stock block record.
That, and then I just taken to my boy Cameron, CJRC.
Yeah, put a 4-link in that thing.
Titanium, all this stuff.
4-link, please.
Yeah, eventually.
4-link, please.
Eventually.
Get in the car.
I gotta hook it up.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Gotta jam or dry.
We need another car. This is what needs to happen. We need to take that, put it in the Camaro the way it sits right now. We'll race that while Cameron makes a chassis inside of that thing, so it works really good. And then we'll swap it back, and then go back to class racing with the crybabies.
Yeah, it's kind of nice not having to listen to them though.
I still have to see it on Facebook. I'm like, all right, yep. I'm glad we're taking a break.
We're still dealing with. You know what? You know what's ironic, right? Race a really expensive car against other really expensive cars, class racing, and deal with crybabies. And then I take a car racing that I built on JackStands in my garage.
Yeah.
And still have to deal with the crybabies.
Yeah. Well, I see. Yeah. Well,
like, we can't get away
I guess
from
it's just a part of racing. I guess. I don't know.
I guess. I mean, only if they just work on their programs.
Bienvenidos a BMP. Me llamo Nate. Tu nombre es James. What are you looking at? Yeah, you. Stop staring at me. Alright guys, didn't touch the boost ramp at all. Nothing as far as like starting line, RPM or any of that stuff has changed. The only 2 changes I made was I halved our timing retard and I halved our dump duration. So it'll go out for 0.3 seconds, the dump valve will be open, and then no longer after that. So the only 2 changes I made other than trying to clean up EGTs a little bit out the back. So a little bit of fuel in each hole kind of out the back just to even out EGTs and a little bit of timing stuff. Just to clean up EGTs and stuff out the back. So all we're trying to do here is pick up the 60 foot. So we want to go, I would like to go a half a number to the 60 foot faster here. I don't know what that's going to pick up, but ideally I would like to get all of the timing ramp out of this car because I have a feeling it's doing some weird stuff with the boost stuff, which I've seen before.
All right, so we're gonna try on this next passes. We're gonna cut that starting line doohickey thing in half. Get rid of that pulling power stuff. We're going to the moon. And then we're shorting up the ramp a little bit on the dump valve. We're gonna shut that thing a little bit sooner, see if we can't go about a half number or so quicker to 60 foot. And then also added some fueling up top to clean up the air fuels, or the EGTs actually up top, just to group them back together, give it a little bit of pepper, a little bit of fuel up in there. But yeah, so should go a little bit faster on this pass. See what we can do.
All right, well, we made our changes. We're up in the lanes. Got a couple juniors that are going to run, and then see if we can not do a wheelie. That's the goal. Cameron's coming up after James. We turned it down a little bit. He just wants to get it kind of a little bit closer on the foot brake stuff. So he's not going to go super fast on this next one.
All right, guys. Like you heard, cut that timing retard in half, shortened up the dump valve being open, and then left everything else alone. Cleaned up the fuel up top. See if we can't group the EGTs a little bit tighter, and see if we can't pick up just some numbers down low, which will equate to numbers up high. And see if we can't go a little bit quicker. So went out there, left, kind of got in a little wheelie, power's coming in, it was riding, I mean it was going straight, felt like it was about to come down, but then it got to like the limiter thing, did the shift thing again where it like didn't shift. So just have to look at it and see what happened there, maybe do a little bit of a suspension change and see just what that was. It was right before the shift again, so I think it was just something to do with the tune, or maybe like a boost safety. Now that the air is good, it might have got into it, or just see what that was that limiter got into. But I think it was about to be on a rip. That thing was up there coming down, it was rolling. So see what Nate wants to do. Probably try that tune up again with maybe just a suspension change. Just have to see what it went short and see what he thinks.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on that run. I don't think he had CO2 or something, because it wasn't building boost on the brake, and then it was super slow leaving and drove out into a power wheelie. So I don't know what he's got going there, but we go get him and see where the boost or the CO2's at. You out of CO2? Huh?
Why did it shift again? I don't know what it did on the brake.
It didn't. It wasn't coming up on the brake.
It came up on the brake and then like
it was. I didn't change none of that stuff. So something.
CO2's open.
Something happened and it didn't shift. That's why I was like, is it out of CO2 or something?
Oh, it's got CO2 in it, and it was open.
Well, crowd on me. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't coming up on the brake, and I was like, well, that's weird. And then it went out there and power wheelie because it was slow as hell early, and then Didn't make the gear change.
Yeah. Eventful.
Not good. High side limiter, not good. Not good.
Less than ideal.
Yeah.
But this will pull walls.
Yeah, yes, see what it did. Oh no, it's down there. The CO2 is not CO2ing, so that was the problem.
He finally got his 8. Hell yeah.
Alright, so Michael's car we tuned a long time ago. He's done sick week and a bunch of stuff, but they changed the intercooler, so they wanted to come out and do a little bit of testing. So they hadn't been 8s yet, so I spiced up the leave right there for him, and it went 897, but the thing is way out of fuel. I don't know how they didn't just melt the thing. It was like 13.5 air fuel going out the back, so they're done for the night. They need another fuel pump. James is fixing his right now. He just finally got it fixed. The boost controller solenoid, I think the fill solenoid took crap on him. So he's getting it all put back together now, and then we'll go try to make a faster hit.
All right, again, all suited and booted to try that again. Something happened with the boost controller. It got clogged or shut off while getting on the brake, and that's what caused the wheelie and all that stuff because it just had no power in it short. So got that fixed, got the spare boost controller on there, and it's working. Tested it a few times at the trailer, so we'll go up here and try that same tune-up again. Not gonna touch nothing. Air obviously got better. Sun's going down. It's becoming nighttime. Temperatures are dropping. Air is increasingly getting better in our favor. So we're not going to try the tune-up too much. We're not going to change the tune-up too much. We're just going to go ahead and make these small tweaks. So let's see what it does. That did exactly what we wanted it to do. And straight rocket ship down the track. Everything worked as it should and made a solid rip. So wait for the boys to get down here, look at the log and see what it ran, or look at the slip, see what it ran. Obviously it felt way faster than the pass before, and short track felt like it picked up too. Most important though is that we're getting rid of that launch retard, bringing that dump valve in sooner, like closing it sooner, and the car's just staying on the ground, driving straight, doing everything like it should. So that's really good for, you know, Lieutenant Dan. Usually when we start throwing big power at this thing, it starts driving crazy, wheeling and stuff like that, and we're not running into that. So that's really good. Really pumped about that, and everything's working like it should. So this test session's going really good, you know, as planned. So we'll just keep chipping away at it and setting some PVs, setting some laptops full of tunes, being that I'm not going to have Nate here at the next race. So getting ourselves prepared to turn on some wind lights.
All right, so I'm pretty sure that's a PV slip. Not that that's the fastest the car's ever been, but that's the fastest slip I've ever seen come out of this car. You know what's weird? It didn't translate like I thought it would out the back.
No.
It's
because
it's a couple numbers off, but
the back split, we're close. But the back split that we have, though,
yeah,
is insane.
it slowed down a number on the back split.
Did it?
One number.
Yeah. Well,
Which probably because we picked up early.
It picked up, you know,
4
5
numbers early
to the 330.
Did it?
Yeah, it went 06 after 01.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It didn't translate to the 8th, which was weird. It picked up.
But I mean,
we picked up 4 numbers.
That's the fastest 60 foot we've had
with this motor. Yeah. But that's it picked up 4 numbers to the 60, but it picked up 4 numbers to the 8th. Normally, you'll pick up almost double that. If you pick up 4 at the 60, most of the time you pick up double. But
I'll have to look at the graphs here, or look at the log and see if the boost control is good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if it shut off or not, but I didn't put anything else. Well, I wonder if it affected it down track. I have to look at the. I did some stuff out back with the EGTs, trying to get them all grouped together, so maybe it didn't like it as much, but.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's what might have killed the numbers on the back split.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still mile an hour the same. So.
Yeah. And it picked up 4 numbers to the 8th, so I think 1 more and we'll be in
1 or 2
tip-top shape.
Yeah,
so we have to dump. We have the timing ramp. I'm going to take the timing ramp out and leave the dump this time.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
I agree with that.
Cool.
I agree with that.
All right, Dan. Well, we took the timing ramp out of it. We got a fresh set of spark plugs, and I put 2 pounds of dome out the back because I want to see a certain number.
All right, guys, we're back up here. We're taking away the starting line retard completely, and I think Nate said something about that you put a pound or 2 up top, just because it's looking like it wants a little bit more power now, that everything's clean and happy. And put a fresh set of plugs in it, and just see if we go a little bit faster. All the spark plug wires are on and all that stuff, and go from there.
I hate we keep meeting like this, but what happened, bud? Foot slipped?
No,
lost the spark plug wire.
I don't know.
It just sounded like it shut off.
Well, it went up there. It was like, and then it was like,
it was like, and that was it.
It broke up in the car, so I got out of it.
Aborted. I don't remember. It only went on 114.5.
So it might have been down the hole from the start.
It didn't sound like it was down the hole, but I can see it with EGTs.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll look at it.
I was listening for it, and it didn't sound like it.
Yeah. We'll look at the computer and try again.
Just there's this elusive number.
Yes.
It's pissing me off.
The crazy thing is
we've
got it.
Without having a piece of paper. Yeah. Oh, we got something now. All right, guys. Looks like we lost TPS for some reason. We just got it back. What'd you do? What'd you do?
I'll plug it back in.
Oh, simple fix. It's working now. But if you look at the log from the last run, the thing was wigging the heck out. Not sure why. Alright, well, let's try this again. It took the initial hit, so I moved the dump in a little bit. It's going to be a Hail Mary pass. Hopefully everything works. Goes down through there, gets a number that I have in my head. Ooh, I think did a big old wheelie. Yeah, this number's eluding us, so hopefully it does what I want it to on this one. And then we can go home, because I am tired. We've been down here all day. So, fingers crossed everything goes good. Then we have his tune-ups, and we can go on home and get us some sleep. We got shit to do tomorrow.
Alright guys, getting suited and booted. Gonna make another rip. Found out that TPS was wigging out, and that's probably what caused that kind of aborted run we had on that last one. So, left the tune-up pretty much where it was at. Got the TPS to read 0 to 100. We'll go up here and see what we can do. Man, well, that definitely fixed our problem. But with the air swing and shortening up that dump valve, it went to a little bit of a power wheelie, pedaled it down, still made the rip. Just to see what, you know, where we're at, what it'd do. See how fast it'd go on a pedal. But man, that sucks because we were pretty much out of time for the night. Looking like that's going to be the last pass, and we're chasing that PB, at least that slip of a PB, but it's always next time.
All right, well, we picked up 2 numbers to the 60 foot. It started driving out into a wheelie, so most likely we could probably hang a little weight on it, and it would probably stay down. But the only difference between that tune-up, well, I can't say that because the other one was TPS was wigging out, but we shortened up our dump setting, so we'll probably move it out a little bit. I don't know if he's going to want to make another one tonight. It's getting kind of dewy. So we'll see when we get down there, but overall a good night of testing. We got a couple bugs here and there, but we know kind of where our limit is. We start getting around that 110 area, the thing wants to start wheeling, so we gotta throw some weight on the nose of the thing. It feels like it's 27 degrees out.
Dude. It's like this close to not fucking wheeling.
Yeah, just probably a little bit of weight on the nose and it'll probably be alright. But...
God damn it. That was it too. That's
yeah,
69. Jump, dude.
I know.
But we got our 6 foot back, 112.
Yeah, we just, as soon as we start getting down there a little bit, it wants to freaking wheelie. But, I mean, dude, we've gotten, like, before, we had to pull a bunch of timing and the dump and all this stuff, and now, like, fixing the boost spike that it had because of bad gate plumbing and all that stuff, I mean, definitely helped us. So.
You know what I was thinking in my head? I was like, man, if this stays down and this is the pass, I might just floor the whole quarter.
Yeah.
Just do it all in one slip, you know? But
I wouldn't want to slow that thing down on that, what that would do.
Be alright.
I don't know if it would make it. I don't think it would make it that far.
I would go till it couldn't.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Is the
It
rental
left.
until 10?
11.
I mean,
We don't got enough time to get it.
Yeah, we should never take the last ride. You're right, bud.
I mean, it's like one of those
Put it
things.
in the box.
It's screaming hot after that rip.
Yeah.
To get it cooled back down properly and ready for another run.
45 minutes.
Yeah, it's about 25 to 35 minute turnaround. We just don't have that much time left. But we know we're right there.
Been right there for like the last 4 outings. It's pissing me off.
What do you think? Do you think weight, or do you think just maybe what you do go 0.15?
I went 0.15 on the dump. I would put some weight like that. You see how that picked it up though. That's the thing, dude. If we shut the dump, it'll pick it up dramatically early. But it wants, yeah. The problem with it is it's wanting to like just immediately yank the nose like up.
Yeah, like it feels so good for the first 40, 50 foot of that. And then it's like as I'm coming past the 60, it's like out of rear separation and just starts to pivot up.
Just have to, I don't know, we can play with it a little bit more, tighten up the rear shock and everything so it slows down everything and see if that helps. But I think like 5 to 10 pounds on the nose is going to be the ticket along with that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'll see that tune-up as add 10 pounds.
Yeah, to the nose.
To the dome.
Two clicks of rebound in the back and 10 pounds on the nose.
Yeah.
We got to see, too, because I put a little bit of dome in the back of that just to try to get it to do the number.
I mean, it's still, with the pedal, it's still friggin' mile an hour.
Yep. It was off 1 mile an hour. That was it.
With the pedal. And, I mean, it was almost right back where it's been at the 330.
Yeah.
With the pedal. I mean, it was rolling. I mean, I didn't let it get.
Out the back. It's we need it up front and through the middle area. But
if you add that up front, Do the math on that up front.
If I could get it like my car was, dude, that thing was boost was in by 0.7 all the way. We were freaking 50 pounds by 0.7. Just.
That's how we were with the 5.3 on this.
Yeah, that's true. That thing didn't make no torque, but we can get the chassis to take that on that thing. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, we can get that. We can get that, leaving that boost back in it.
I don't know that motor will hold 50 pounds though.
I mean, half studded, solid deck with copper.
When you're ready to blow it up, we can try that. But until then, I don't want to get anywhere. I'm trying to stay between 35 and 40 at most, and only if we
stay tuned for next weekend, folks.
Yeah, I won't be there. God knows what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be on a cruise ship, so don't call me because I'll tell you to do whatever you want to do. I'm gonna be in the Bahamas.
All right, Nate, we're out 4 cars going to the semis. I got the add 10 pounds, 2 clicks to rebound tune enter, and I went ahead and added 10 on the dome. Be like, okay, have fun, bye.
It's gonna sound like a mariachi band in there.
Ours go really, really fast.
It might.
And of course, that'll happen when we ain't got a slip.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they don't give us slips during that, do they?
No, not during eliminations.
Them sons of guns.
So until next test session.
All right, guys. Well, everything looks healthy. Everything looks good. My man is on his own. So the next time this car goes out, if it flips over on its roof, you know exactly who to blame.
That guy. And if it's got really sick content for you guys,
you know who to blame? That guy. This time. Most of the time, you know, 'cause I don't have shit that runs right now.
Wow,
but anyway,
400 foot and still won again?
Yeah. We got some more videos coming out before that happens. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, stay tuned and we'll see you in the next episode.